Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to make a card out of napkins. Well, a card using napkins. This is the napkin card that I'm going to show you to make. This is made out of a napkin. If you don't believe me, here is the proof right here. I use these napkins. Okay, so stay tuned and I will show you how to achieve this using my favorite technique. There are 3 different ways to make cards out of napkins, and I'm going to go ahead and show you my favorite. I think it's the easiest. Okay, so the materials you're going to need are the napkins of your choosing, whether it be something like this or something a little different, and a piece of cardstock as your base. In this particular card, I am going to use white, but in the card that I showed you earlier, which is this one, I used beige, a manila folder. And the reason why I'm switching it to white is because I want to show you the difference it makes when you choose different colors as your base. You're going to need the napkins of your choosing. Okay, you're going to need spray adhesive. This is one of the 3rd ways that you can adhere the napkin to the paper. I know you can adhere them with simple glue stick. I do not trust glue sticks. They were very popular, but I really don't like them. I don't like the way the glue dries. And then there's freezer paper. I haven't used freezer paper, but if I have to bring out my iron, that's like another material that I have to have on my table. And so to me, this is a lot simpler. You just need this, and I think it works well. I've done these before, and I think they work very well. You're gonna need a pair of scissors. Now, these have to be fairly good, but please don't bring out some really expensive ones because you are going to cut through material and you might get some sticky gunk on it. So it's really going to hurt if you pick some really expensive ones. You are going to also need your cutting board or whatever means that you use to cut your paper. I can't live without my cutting board. And you're also going to need a scrap piece of paper or a board. Like I have this board here that I'm going to put in the back, because when you're going to use your spray adhesive, you're going to need something for the spray adhesive to go in the back so you don't get whatever you are working with dirty. If you don't mind getting it dirty, I really don't, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to use something in the back because I do want you guys to always work cautiously. Okay, so your standard A6 card measures 4.5 by 6 1/4, which has a base of 9 inches by 6 1/4 inches. So we're gonna go ahead and get this up to 9 inches and make sure it's well lined up, and then we're gonna have the blade go through it. Okay, so now we have a 9-inch piece going horizontal. And it needs to be 6 1/4 vertical. Okay, so we have 6 1/4, which is right there, okay? Vertical. And we'll let the blade go through that. So now we have the base of our card, which looks like this, and this is a 9 by 6 1/4. It's going to get folded in half like so, making it a 4.5 by 6 1/4 standard A6 card. Okay, the next step, you're going to need your napkin. We're going to open up the napkin. Now these are regular napkins. Like I said, this one's from the Dollar Tree. You can get them from the 99-cent store. You can get them from Walmart. You can get them from wherever it is that you want. And the trick here is to separate the napkins. Each napkin comes with 2 parts. It's going to come with this very light part. Now, the tricky part is finding the separation. We don't want to harm the piece that we're going to use. So we can't really just go bonkers and... oh, here we go. See, a lot of the times you'll find it right where it bends. So I can see right here that it separates. Right there. And we're going to separate these 2 pieces. So then now it's going to make your napkin as thin as tissue paper. Okay. Let's separate this like so. Now we have this part, and like I mentioned earlier, I chose a white base for this one because as you can see, they're like almost transparent. So it's gonna pick up whatever color you put in the bottom. If you choose a beige pattern, a beige color like I chose on this card that's already done, it is gonna keep that beige look to it. If you pick a white color, it's gonna be a little bit more vibrant and it is gonna lose a little bit of that beige to it. But let's go ahead and do it so we can compare. Once this is open, once your napkin's open, now you're going to decide if you're going to want your card to open vertical or if you want it to open horizontal. Okay, so what I've come to realize is that depending on the pattern of the napkin, some patterns will not let you use the cards either horizontally or vertically. Sorry, I'm bilingual, so sometimes my tongue wants to speak another language. When you purchase your napkins, make sure that you're looking at the pattern of the napkins. Like for example, let we fold the napkin this way, and the card opens this way. You will see that. I mean that really doesn't do it for us, you know. So yeah. So this, for the sake of this video, we are gonna go ahead and just do it vertical instead of horizontal. So once your napkin is out and once you've decided which way you're gonna open and close your card, we're gonna do our best to try and keep the design in the base. Okay, so right now I want to keep that butterfly in there. I want to make sure the butterfly stays where my base is. I can feel with my fingers that my base runs all along this way, right? I'm probably gonna end up losing about this much of the napkin, but that's okay as long as my butterfly is there, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick up my base and my napkin at the same time, like so. And here, very roughly, my scissors are gonna come in play, and I am gonna very roughly, leaving about a quarter or so available, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut that excess napkin out. If I am very careful, I could probably use the other parts. Oh, I actually cut into my paper. Oh my God. So be careful not to cut into your paper. These videos are going to be non-edited. They're only going to be edited to fit with each other and maybe a few effects. But if I make a mistake, I will show you how to fix the mistake, okay? It's not going to be one of those where I do everything completely perfect because you know what? That's not reality. Okay, so like I said, very roughly, we are going to cut the excess. Okay. We're going to put this aside for now, and now we're left with this. As you can see, I went and I cut right into the paper, so be very careful with that as well, because that can and it will happen. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put my base aside for a little bit, and I'm going to grab that board that I told you about, or that scrap piece of paper, or that newspaper that you have lying around. And I'm going to turn my napkin upside down. Do not spray on the pattern that you want to use. You are going to spray. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, let's go ahead and get rid of as much excess as you can. Excess. Oh, I don't know how to say that word. As much excess as you can, because once we spray the spray adhesive, it's like really sticky, and we don't want that on anything. We want the spray adhesive to go on as less things as possible. Okay. All right. Like I was saying, turn your napkin upside down with the pattern that you want visible down. Do not spray on the pattern that you want to use. We're going to get our spray adhesive and we're going to shake, 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 shake. Now this thing stinks, okay? So make sure you're in a well-ventilated area with open windows or open door or a fan. Now let's go ahead. Now you're going to go ahead and keep your finger on one corner or somewhere because the spray adhesive will make your napkin fly off. Okay, and we're going to spray. As you can see, you can tell where the adhesive is going. And like I said, it is stinky. And this is why you want a base, because all of that is like sticky and you don't want it on your. So be very careful because you do not want it to stick to itself. Here we have our base again. And now we're going to connect our napkin with our base. Be very, very careful. The spray adhesive is really, really sticky. And then we're going to line it up right about where we want it. Okay. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. Okay. Now, the part that right here that I cut, we're going to hold that down. And the napkin itself is going to go ahead and glue that part back together. It's going to work as a medium or whatever you want to call it. It's going to work as our little helper to pretend that that part never happened. All right, there we go. All right, so then we're going to press down very, very, very good, as much as we can. Told you this thing's like really sticky. All right, so now we're left with this. And it looks like this part didn't really want to work with me. Now we go with our scissors and we are going to cut the excess off. Let me see. The napkin. Okay, let's try not to cut our paper this time. All right. Like I said, this is the reason why I told you that you need good scissors, but not like your most expensive, like bomb diggity scissors, because this part's gonna suck. I can't imagine having nice scissors and having to cut this. Actually, these were my nice scissors at one point. And the first time that I had them cut through gunk, I was like, no. Why? But it's all right. I got over it. All right. There we go. Let's try to clean our scissors as much as we can to let us work. That's my son. Don't worry, his father is with him. That's why he's crying for his father. Okay, so as you can see, there we go. As you can see, my napkin didn't go all the way to the top, and therefore it didn't aid with this part. Okay, you do not want that to happen. So when you're placing your napkin down, be very, very careful. Make sure that I should have let more than a quarter out, because you see that didn't happen in the bottom because the bottom had a big old part, right? But the top had a quarter only, and I miscalculated, and there you go. So please do not make this mistake. Make sure that when you're laying your napkin down that you have enough to cover the top as well. Okay, now you're gonna press down as much as you can. Your fingers are a little sticky. Rub them together to make sure that glue kind of comes off. As you can tell, it's like right there. I know you don't want to see that, but that's the reality. Okay, and we are going to just firmly press down. And now we're going to fold our card in half, like so. There we go. All right, and we're gonna go ahead and give it a nice crease with our fingernail. Too much. I totally ripped that part off. Okay guys, it's late at night and I'm tired, but like I said, this is not your happy-go-lucky videos where everything is perfect. So I will show you how to fix that. All right, I'm like totally messing up this card. Do not make my mistakes. Okay, let's go ahead and cut this like extra napkin. All right, there we go. Okay, so there we have our card with Melissa's mistakes that Melissa's gonna show you how to fix. At least I think I will. At least I hope I will. As a matter of fact, let's do that now. I'm gonna go ahead and use these stick-on pearls. I got these from the 99-cent store. And this part's already getting on my nerves, so let's see if I can cover that with the pearls to not make it look as bad. See if we can salvage this. Oh, all right. I think I did it. There we go. All right. Now let's get more pearls in here. They're like saving my life right now. Okay. Line that up. Like so. All right. Hi, baby. Want to help me? I can hear my son in the background. All right. There we go. I should talk with an accent. There we go. Oh, no, I can't. I'm just going to stop. All right. And bam. There we go. Okay, so it doesn't look that bad. Okay, so I kind of covered that part off. And let's go ahead and continue on with the butterfly using my favorite technique. For this technique, we are going to need my one and only favorite Modge Podge. My favorite Modge Podge. And you're going to need some kind of little container. You can use the cap of the Modge Podge if you want, but you would have to make sure you rinse it right off as soon as you're done. And you're going to use some kind of glitter. This glitter, I can't tell you what brand it is or anything because I took it from my husband. He was using it because he face paints. So I don't know where he got it from, but it looks like this. I don't know if you can find something like that. It's really beautiful. I love it. Okay. Well, anyway, so yeah, get your favorite glitter, your Modge Podge, a beautiful little container that you can spare to get dirty. Or if you don't have a container, go ahead and use the lid of the Modge Podge. But make sure you wash it as soon as you're done. And you're also going to need 2 brushes. One, I just washed these. So you're going to need one that's some kind of flat or some kind of like that takes up a good amount of space. And then a really thin one that you can use to kind of just get into the details. Now, this method is my favorite method when it comes to adding glitter. I don't believe in any other way of adding glitter other than maybe tape. And we're going to use a little bit, like that much. We don't want a lot, okay? We do not want a lot because when we have Modge Podge left over, it's like a sin, you know? We have to use it on something and I end up with like, everything's like glittered. And we're going to add whatever glitter you chose to the Modge Podge. I'm trying to see here. Okay, we're going to add about that much. You can add more, you can add less. It's really up to you. The more you add, the glitterier. But I don't want it to look too glitter because I don't want to take away from the butterfly. The butterfly is beautiful as it is as well. Okay, so now using the tip of your brush, we're going to go ahead and mix that in. Now it's going to seem like the glitter is going to disappear, but that's just the Modge Podge covering every single little bit of the glitter, which is what we want. So do not fret, do not worry, the glitter is there. You can see, you see that? Can you see? Can you see? Anyway, all right. So keep mixing the glitter as much as you want. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and cover the butterfly with this Modge Podge glitter thing. Like I said, this is my absolute favorite way to add glitter to anything. The Modge Podge is going to dry clear and we're going to be left with this like glitter on there. And it's going to look so natural. It's going to look just wonderful. There we go. All right. Okay, so we're going to try to get an even coat. So we're going to spread that glitter around, the Modge Podge glitter. Do not add glue to your surface and then spray glitter and then like get the glitter out. That's just gonna give you loose glitter. If that's what you want, that's fine. I prefer the glitter to be like on my projects and to stay there. But some people are funner than me and they like the glitter all over the place. Okay, one of the greatest things that you could do with this Modge Podge is that you can add texture as well. Like if you wanted to, you can just do like dots. You can grab the smaller brush and you can do dots. That's too big. Okay, whatever. We'll do the dots somewhere else. But you get the idea. All right, I'll do the dots somewhere else. I'll show you.
Alright, so let's go ahead and cover this butterfly as well. Make sure that you are nicely relaxed. Make sure that you're not stressed out. And if you are, this will help you release stress. It's like painting without paint. We're painting with glitter. Can we paint our lives with glitter? Alright. Now, you can add texture if you want as well, by simply grabbing an excess amount of Modge Podge, and then we're going to push it along the edges like so. But just remember that when you do try to do this, that Modge Podge is going to take a little longer to dry than the other areas. Okay? Remember that. Don't forget it. Alright. Okay. I don't know, should I have like a background like song or something? I don't understand. It's my first time making a video. Okay.
Here we go. Now I'm gonna leave that part like that to show you how long it takes to dry, and then to also give you the effect of what it kind of does. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put this brush away. Go ahead and put this in water. I should have something filled with water so I can put this brush in water as soon as I can, so that the Modge Podge does not ruin the brush. Also, make sure that your brushes are inexpensive. Please do not use a very expensive brush to add Modge Podge, because if you forget about it and it dries, you're going to ruin the brush. And if it's like a $15 brush, you are going to regret it.
Now for the flower over here, we're just going to outline it. Give it a nice, thick outline. Oh, so pretty. Now I'm making this video in both English and in Spanish in hopes of showing many different people. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and like, just kind of do this, yeah. Okay, kind of imagine that this is like a color instead of glitter, and it's going to dry so beautifully. And then over here, I think I'm just going to do this part. So get creative, do as you please. It doesn't have to be this way. If you end up finding these same napkins and you do it, please show me. I would love to see what you've done. If you have any tips, please feel free to share them as well. There we go. Please don't say as a tip that my videos should be shorter. I don't want it to just be a simple, do this, do that, bam, thank you ma'am. No, I want to pretend you guys are here with me and I'm talking to you if you're sitting next to me, okay? Hope that's not weird. Alright, so yeah, just go ahead and play with the Modge Podge. Do as you will. And then this one over here is like a flower. What's going on over here? Like right there. Let's cover that. So pretty. I love glitter. I can't stress that enough. But, I mean, there is a fine line between beautiful glitter and, like, what are you thinking glitter, you know? We don't want to, like, overdo it. Which is why, oh, look right here. See this, like, flower? I think I'm just going to, like, just like that.
All right, so remember I told you about how you could do little dots as well? Let's try to do that, okay? We're just going to grab your brush. Oh, I think I'm out of Modge Podge, which is a good thing. You always want to be out as opposed to having more left over. Okay, so we're just going to go like that. There we go. Like that. Waste the mud, waste the glitter, waste the glitter, waste the glitter. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not too much. Boom, 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 pew, pew. All right, so like I said, put these in water like ASAP. All right, so now we have something like this. As you can tell, the Modge Podge is already drying. On this side, it's already dried. We're gonna let the other part dry. I will leave this like this. The inside, you're just gonna go ahead and add a sentiment to it. Like, remember, do not make the mistakes that I made. If you did mistakes, you know, there's always ways to fix your mistakes, okay? Do not fret. The world's not over. If the card does come out too bad where you're just like, you know what, like I can't give this to no one, that's okay. Just go ahead and keep it for yourself as a reminder of what to do and what not to do. I made this one earlier during the day, so I was like energized and it came out a lot better. But still, you know, do not give up, keep trying. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, subscribe, and I will go ahead and make more. There's a lot more techniques that I want to show you with the Modge Podge and the glitter. Hope you liked it.